Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome back to The Explainer. Over the last few sessions, we've really been hitting the pavement on this cloud computing learning roadmap, right? We've gone from absolute beginner concepts to charting a course toward becoming a seasoned pro. We've talked about the foundation, we've explored the different paths, but any good roadmap has to have an actual destination.
And that brings us to the real burning question, doesn't it? We're on this cloud roadmap, we're putting in the late hours studying, but where do we actually end up? What specific, tangible careers are waiting for us once we actually master these cloud basics? Well, grab your compass, because I'm going to be your guide today as we find out exactly what the future holds when we invest our time into mastering cloud infrastructure.
So here is our destination map for today's explainer. First, we'll look at the core, the cloud engineer. Then we'll explore DevOps and continuous automation. Third, powering data and AI. Fourth, the future of web development. And finally, we'll wrap up with how to actually survive this journey by prioritizing skills over instant overnight packages. All right, let's head straight to destination number 1, the core, which is all about the cloud engineer and managing the infrastructure. So the crucial point here is that a cloud engineer's absolute main purpose is to keep the entire digital ecosystem running smoothly. I mean, they take the whole of a company's cloud infrastructure and they completely own it. They make sure it scales up when needed, they maintain it, they're constantly monitoring it, and of course, they secure it. Basically, they are the guardians of the digital architecture. Let's actually make this real for a second. Think about joining a massive e-commerce company like Amazon or Flipkart, right? Their entire daily operation lives in the cloud. Now, imagine they're launching a massive flash sale in a couple weeks. The e-commerce world is incredibly cutthroat, so if their site crashes during the sale, customers are just going to bounce to a rival. It's game over. So this sudden, massive wave of traffic requires immediate resource provisioning so the site doesn't literally buckle under the pressure. And guess what? It's the cloud engineer pulling the strings behind the curtain, doing this sort of technical magic to ensure instant scalability right when that traffic hits. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that massive number, 33. Amazon Web Services, or AWS, holds a staggering 33% of the entire global cloud market. Because they dominate the market this heavily, understanding AWS isn't just a nice little resume bonus, it's absolutely the single most critical platform to learn if you want to lock down one of these engineering roles. And to actually be effective out there, a cloud engineer has to be totally fluent in a specific toolkit. In the AWS universe, that means mastering EC2 for your computational power, navigating S3 for elastic storage, getting a handle on EBS, and becoming incredibly comfortable with networking and resource provisioning. Honestly, if you can confidently walk into an interview and show exactly how to provision these specific resources, you are setting yourself up for a phenomenal career. Moving right along to our second destination, DevOps and continuous automation, where it's all about streamlining operations. Now, DevOps is fundamentally about bridging the gap between development and operations. It's a hugely trending path right now. The whole concept hinges on continuous integration and continuous development, what we call CI/CD. The holy grail here is total automation. So when developers write new code and create builds, a DevOps pro makes sure those new releases are pushed and deployed automatically. No manual, clunky bottlenecks, just a beautifully streamlined flow from the developer's keyboard straight to the live user-facing app. But you can't just build an automated pipeline out of thin air. To actually reach this destination, you need some very specific gear in your technical backpack. Mastering containerization and orchestration tools, with Kubernetes being the big one here, is absolutely essential. If you understand these automation basics and really get how cloud provisioning works under the hood, I promise you, navigating technical interviews for DevOps roles will feel like an absolute breeze. Let's shift gears now to destination number 3, powering data and AI, which I like to call the heavy lifters. Now, it is true that data analysts and data engineers can do their jobs without the cloud. But let's be real, the entire game of data today is all about massive extraction using ETL tools, mining these giant data warehouses, and driving high-level business decisions. And where does all that massive storage and processing power actually live? Yep, in the cloud. Mastering cloud tools basically opens the doors to these super lucrative data careers automatically, simply because modern data processing intrinsically relies on cloud storage. And this brilliantly illustrates why the cloud is literally the lifeblood of artificial intelligence. Just think about the alternative. If a company wants to build an on-premises AI setup, They are forced to buy prohibitively expensive hardware, immense amounts of memory, and super high-end chips. The cost is just astronomical. It's a massive burden. But a cloud AI setup, it's a completely different story. Companies are simply not going to pay those heavy upfront local costs anymore. They turn to the cloud because it's financially viable and it offers scalable integration on demand. Honestly, it's the only realistic way most companies can even afford to run advanced models today. So if you're stepping into an AI or machine learning engineer role, your job actually becomes a massive exercise in integration. You solve that crazy hardware bottleneck by connecting AI directly with native cloud tools like AWS SageMaker, for example. This lets you run those incredibly heavy models on massive training data sets without ever having to sweat over the underlying physical servers melting down in a back room somewhere. All right, let's cruise into our fourth destination, the future of web development, moving way beyond basic coding. Let's take a second to contrast how things used to be with where they're rapidly heading. The old way of web development was honestly pretty restricted. You were either a front-end developer making the interface look nice, or you were a back-end developer wrestling with the database, and that was kind of it. Your job stopped there. But the new way? It completely demands that you understand how to deploy that code, how to run the operations, and, most importantly, how to seamlessly integrate your application with a whole ecosystem of cloud services. This is a pretty provocative shift in the industry, but it is something you absolutely need to hear. Major CEOs are publicly stating right now that coding alone is no longer the future. Why? Well, because artificial intelligence is making basic coding easier and faster every single day. But what AI cannot easily do yet is strategic, complex system integration. As human developers, we have to master how to make independent systems talk to each other, how to deploy them, and how to maintain operations in the cloud. That integration skill, that is your future job security right there. Let's move to and see how this builds into real-world success at our final destination. Skills over instant packages and how to actually survive this journey. Here is the honest reality of this whole adventure. We all have to start from the absolute basics and methodically build our way up to a pro level. We literally cannot rush this. You need to pick up one single tool, read up on it, practice with it, get your hands dirty, and then, and only then, move to the next. Do not fall into the trap of expecting some sort of overnight success. Real, lasting expertise, it just takes time to cultivate.
You know, for the first few weeks of learning, your brain might play tricks on you. You're going to hear rumors that someone else just landed this massive multi-million-dollar crore-level salary package, and you might start feeling a bit inadequate. My advice? Completely ignore the noise. Don't just chase the money from day one. Focus entirely on acquiring and refining your skills, because I promise you, once you have the skill, the money naturally follows. Remember, at the end of the day, you are ultimately responsible for your own journey.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought as we wrap up today's explainer. Look at the road ahead of you. Are you going to spend your precious energy constantly chasing after an instant magical salary package, or are you going to patiently, deliberately build the deep technical and integration skills that the future of the cloud actually demands? The destination is incredibly rewarding, but you got to walk the path step by step to actually get there. Keep learning, keep building, and I'll catch you in the next one.